Now, a car that we don't see very often in our showroom, but nonetheless worth a good look, is this 2020 Alfa Romeo Giulia. A lot of car for the price of it, actually. Like, we're just looking at this thing a second ago, man, it's pretty sharp for what you're paying. You're almost paying the same amount of money you get for a Toyota Corolla or something of the same cost. So yeah, let's dive into this thing and see what it's all about. Man, first thing, when we look at the front of this car, it's pretty eye-catching. You got these beautiful xenon headlights, the gorgeous LEDs all in there, this like really nice venting system here, and then of course the Alfa Romeo, the classic emblem, which is really, really sharp, really nice looking front end. Just clean, aggressive looking for a car that's, you know, 30,000 bucks. I mean, you can compare that front end to, you know, BMW, Mercedes, whatever you want to do. I mean, granted, this isn't the Quadrifoglio edition, which is an outrageously fast four-door sedan, but it still mimics a lot of the really aggressive styling, which is really sharp. We'll walk around the side, take a look. Now, I love that from this angle, you can notice even in the headlight, they got Alfa Romeo, just the handwritten Alfa Romeo logo right in the side of the headlight there. It's beautiful. And it ties right down into the red brake calipers with the Alfa Romeo logo written right on the side. Now, these are 18-inch, nice alloys, beautiful color, beautiful design. The Giulias come with a different style wheel, kind of like this really neat spoked, or not spoked, but I don't know how to explain it, but it's got like big gaps in it, so you can really see the caliper shine through. But at least in this one, you still get a touch of that when you, depending on how the car is parked, you get to see the writing still there, the red brake caliper is still there. Just a nice touch on a car for the price bracket. Now, I love the body lines that come down the hood on here. They sweep right around the corner. The side of the door is not just a flat door. You got even a little side skirt type deal built right into the side of that. You know, beautiful aesthetic touch. Right over the hole, you got full panoramic roof, which is really, again, a nice sought after feature. You don't get it in a lot of cars in the same price bracket, which is nice. Now, of course, you got the Q4 badging on the back. That's for the all-wheel drive, which is really nice. Again, car this size, you see a lot of front wheel drives. And then, you know, it's nice to have that all-wheel drive feature for wintertime driving, everything else. Beautiful chrome exhaust in the back, chrome exhaust tips, and the parking distance sensors, which is really nice as well. I mean, you got for a smaller sedan, you still got a huge trunk in here. Like, this thing gets deep in there, so you got a lot of space to pack up what you need. You can fit a family in here and all their luggage, no problem. Yeah, I mean, just the rear end of this car just really sharp. I mean, like, I love the rear lights on this, the LEDs, which are gorgeous. So I'm just gonna walk back around and go take a look inside, see what it's all about. All right, let's jump onto the inside of this thing. And now again, this to me, like this does not look like a vehicle that would cost around the $30,000 mark. Like, this is a 2020. This thing's beautiful interior. It does have the keyless entry and keyless push button start. I mean, a lot of the newer cars do have that, but like, look at the stitching. The full dash is completely leather. Like, that's almost unheard of. The red leather interior looks gorgeous. You have the Alfa Romeo logo embossed in the headrest, which is really sharp. Like, you just got a lot of bang for buck here. I mean, the steering wheel looks kind of cool race spec. They got the Alfa emblem right in the middle, but it's all kind of brushed aluminum and black, which is nice. Not just plastic, which is really you. And all these little like nuances, features, little touches they have added everywhere. This little Italian flag right there, which is really nice. And then yeah, you can turn this thing on. You got a great infotainment system. Really sharp. Full panoramic roof, which is great. A lot of space in the back. We'll jump back there later on and take a look. And for this car's bang for buck wise, you got 25,000 kilometers on this car. 30 grand. Like, that's amazing. You still comes with blind spot. It comes with a bunch of driver's assist, the full touch screen here, which is fantastic. So let's take a look at the driver assistance system. You have forward collision assist. You got park sense for the sensors. You got blind spot. You got all kinds of cool stuff in here. I know this one doesn't come equipped with, they have a Harman Kardon sound system option, but this factory sound system is fantastic too. You got navigation, you got backup cameras, you got heated seats, heated steering wheel. They just thought of a lot of things in here. I love the little compartment tray there. That's got your wireless smartphone charging tray right here, so you can just put your phone there, charge your phone. It's got these little kind of holders to tuck your phone in, which is great, so it's not going to fly out, which is really cool. And yeah, I mean, other than maybe looks like they got the cup holders here. I mean, they've kind of thought of a lot, packed into a very small package, which is really nice. You got home link for your garage door, automatic dimming rear view mirror. Really sharp. So I mean, if you're looking for a car that's going to be cheap and again, the motor's not huge, 4-cylinder, so it's got good fuel economy too, which is great. So this is a good option to consider for sure. Now, I know I talked about, say, getting like, you know, a fully equipped Corolla or a Civic of the similar year. Let's go to the other side of the spectrum where you're talking about getting a BMW 330i or a C300 from Mercedes or an A4 from Audi. All those 2-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engines. Like, you're gonna pay a lot more money for those, or you're gonna have to go way up in the kilometer range versus this one having 25K to match the pricing on this. This is a big difference, but again, you're getting a ton of car in this, where you'd have to spec out a 330 or a C300 pretty good to get the same feel of the leather, the same, you know, amenities and the same features, the same things like that. So yeah, definitely a car to consider in my books. I mean, it's Alfa Romeo, it's a little bit different, but who's to say it's not a great car to choose too? So let's hop in the back and see what the seat's like. All right, so we hopped into the back seat of the Alfa Romeo Giulia, and yeah, not much to complain about here. You got a lot of space considering it's a relatively smaller 4-door sedan, but love the panel roof. Again, a lot of them have an automatic cover, I guess, or shade, you want to say. I actually don't mind the fact that it's done by hand. You know, it's simple, it's quick, it's probably not going to break very easily, which is great. Also have heated seats in the back, which is another great feature you don't see all the time in cars of this price bracket, right? Which is fantastic. You got your USB plugins right there, so you can charge your phone back here, which is great. Still got a fold down center console for your drinks and whatnot, and cup holder, but you don't have a through option to go into the back of the trunk there. Not the end of the world again, but maybe just be a little bit harder if you wanted to consider like sports where you need to put something through, skiing or whatever else. Again, not the end of the world if you're just looking for something to get around town. So let's hop out and go take a look under the hood. Now, once we pop with this hood, we notice a big difference. It's obviously not the Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio, which boasts like 503 horsepower, is a monster in this size of a vehicle. But again, this is a all-wheel drive vehicle versus the Quadrifoglio is a rear-wheel drive. I'm guessing you're buying them for two totally different reasons, but still, this 2-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged still puts out almost 300 horsepower, 280 horsepower. It's a lot of power compared to, again, some of the sedans we talked about earlier. So are you really losing out buying a car like this? You get a lot of bang for buck. So if you want to come take it for a test drive or come see it, we got it here, and I promise you probably won't be too disappointed. It's a really nice little car for the package. So again, we're Fraz Auto Sales. My name's Peter. Come check us out. Thanks, guys.